So today we are going to discuss about some of the functions in SSRS. Okay. So what are the functions we have in SSRS? For example, I want to add a new column. So if you are going to these expressions, so you can find a lot of common functions in SSRS. Under this common functions tab, text functions, date time functions, math functions, inspection, and the program flow, aggregate functions. A lot of functions we have, right? So the same thing, if you are coming to the text functions, see, these are all the functions. Okay. So here, for example, I want to add two columns. What are the columns you want to add, or what are the columns you want to concatenate? For example, I want to display employee name concatenating with like this way. So you have to take plus symbol for concatenating, and if you want to put hyphen plus what is the department number. Okay, so you have to write down the expression like this way. I want to concatenate, I want to print employee name hyphen his department number. Okay, click OK. So you can preview this one. Right, see, there is an error is coming. What is the reason error is coming here? The reason, you are trying to concatenate a number. This is a number, means it's an integer data type, and this is a character data type, right? So, and this is a, it's a kind of a symbol, right? So whenever you are going to concatenate a number with a character, so you have to convert this number into string. So the function you have to use is CSTR, convert as a string. Okay, so now click OK. See, now it is displaying each employee name with a department number, right? So you have to remember, whenever you are going to concatenate one integer data type and one string data type, so you have to use CSTR. Okay, so you can find out that under conversion functions, CSTR, right? So this will convert to string, the description. What is the syntax? CSTR. What is the column name? For example, if it is a yearly income, so it will convert as a string. Okay, so in this way, if you want to convert any data types, yes, you can use the whatever the function you want to convert. Mostly we are getting the requirement to convert integer into string data type. Okay, so if you are coming to the text data, text functions, so you can find out L case means lower case. It will convert, for example, this employee name. If you want to convert into L case, see, returns a string or a character converted to lower case. What is the syntax? L case, it will convert into lower case. The same way, this is a left function. Left function means we know all these functions are in the SQL Server level. So try to write down the functions in your SQL query level only. Okay, because if you are writing this function, many more functions and expressions inside the SSRS report, the performance will degrade. Okay, so that is the reason what I am suggesting. Try to use, if you want to use a left function, so you can use in your SQL query level only. Okay, so the syntax for left function is same how you are using in SQL Server. Replace function, write function, mid function, L trim, okay, length function, okay, These are the main functions we have. Okay, space function, split function, okay, uppercase function. If you want to reverse the string, yes, you can use the string reverse function. Okay, these are the some of the string functions we have. Text under text. So if you are coming to the date and time function, okay, so what are these date and time functions? For example, if you want to add any dates, like in the SQL server we have a date add function, right? The same way you have a date add function over here also. Date add, what type of interval you want to add? Days. How many days? 3. So to which date? A particular date. So the syntax you have to write down like this way. Date add. So what interval you want to add? Days. How many days? I want to add 4 days. To which date? So the date you can find out over here. Higher date. Okay. I want to add 4 days for this one. It will add. Okay. So we have a date defaults. If you want to find out the difference between two dates, yes, this is the syntax. I want to find out the years difference between this date and this date. Same how you are using in your SQL server. Date part, what it will give? It will give the what is the quarter, what is the month, what is the year from a particular date, right? And also if you want to find out minutes, month, hours, month name from a particular, right? So whenever you are going to use month name, you can't directly put this month name on a date. For example, the month name function, see, it don't give a direct month name from here. So what you have to do, first you have to extract the month number from the date, then it will convert that month number into month name. See over here also, first you have to convert by using month function from the date. So again you have to use the month name function to convert the number. For example, if the month number is coming 11, so it will display like a November only. See, right? See, December, February, April, all these are coming here, right? So the next, if you are coming to the another functions, those are the date functions. If you want to use what kind of function you want to use, you can use the function weekday, today, whatever. Current time, if you want to display, you can use today. Okay, so the math functions we have like this way. What are the functions you want to use? Yes, you can use. Okay, we don't use much math functions over here because the calculation of the maths, if you want to do anything, yes, you can do in your SQL server level. If we're coming to the inspection, what exactly inspection? So if you're coming to isDate function, so what isDate will do? Okay, can we do it as a variable so that, right? So we have another concept. It's not a variable. For example, if you have any functions, okay, uh, the function in the sense, here you have a set of functions, right? Text functions, date function, math function, inspection function, program flow. A lot of functions are there. If you want a functionality, whatever it is not supporting in these functions, you want to write down your customized code and you want to use that function. So the code you have to write down in a VB script, visual script. So that I will show you, no problem. Okay, right. So isDate function, what it will do? It will check whether that date is a, whatever the column we have specified is a date or not. Okay. For example, higher date. So whatever the data you have inside that is a date or not, it will check. Is nothing means in this field, whatever column you have, you are going to use. For example, in this commission column, in this commission column having a value or not, is nothing. click OK, preview it. See, if it is checking the commission column, right? So the commission column having any value or not. If it has any value, it will display false. If it don't have any value, it will display true. See, here we don't have any value for commission column. That is the reason it is displaying true, right? So if you want to check whether that column having any data or not, you can use is nothing function. So right, what I want to do, one more function we have under inspection, is numeric, means we have is numeric function in SQL Server also. Whatever the column you are using, the data inside that column is a numeric or not. If it is numeric, yes, it will display true. If it is not, it will display false. Okay, right. Now come to program flow. There are three functions we have. What is IIF function? So basically, this is a kind of a if function, right? So it will check a condition. For example, I want to take the column as salary. Okay, if the salary is greater than 1000, what I want to do, I want to display a text good salary. Okay, if the salary is less than 1000, I want to display bad salary. Understood? IIF function, it will check the condition. If the condition is true, it will display this one. If the condition is false, it will display this one. Okay, right. So just click OK, preview it. Right. So the salary over here is 1600. Yes, good salary because it is greater than 1000. Here it is 1 only. That is the reason it is a bad salary. Okay, and the another one is 950. It's a bad salary, and the remaining all are good salaries. Okay, so the if function will check the condition. If it is true, it will display this value. If it is false, it will display this value. Okay, and what about the switch function? So the switch function, it's almost similar to IAF only. For example, I want to write down like this way: switch if the department number, for example, I am going to over here, department number equal to 20, then I want to display 20. Okay, if department number equal to 30, I want to display 30. If it is 40, I want to display 40. Got it? So you can write down multiple conditions. So based on the value, whatever the department value you have, it will check the conditions. If it is 20, it will display this one. It don't go and it don't check the remaining conditions. If it is not 20, then it will go to the second condition. Even if it is not 30, it will go to the 40. Okay, so the switch function you can use like this way. So I have 3 department numbers, 10, 20, something, whatever. We'll see. Preview. See, what is this empty? Empty means the department number is 10. We didn't write the condition for 10. We have written only 20, 30 and something 40, whatever. So that is the reason it is not displaying anything over here. it will check the condition. When it is 20, it will display as a 20. When it is 30, it will display as a 30 only. Okay, the switch function will check the conditions. Which condition it is satisfying, it will take the corresponding value of that condition. That is switch function. Okay, so what about this choose function? So basically I want to display month numbers, sorry, month names. Okay, it will take the order. For example, month of hire date, what is this, or you can take a department number. So you can use choose, okay, department number. The syntax is okay. So what I want to do, so I want to display it is a first, it is a last, sorry, second, third, like this way, right? So what it will check in the department numbers. What are the department numbers we have? 10, 20, 30, right? So it will take the order. Whenever it is 10, it will take the first value, it will print first. Whenever it is 20, it will take second. Whenever 30, it will take third. So based on the sequence, whatever the sequence you are giving here, so the number, order number based on it will match 1111. Okay, we'll check. Click OK. No, it is not displaying anything, right? Because the problem is it will check the order number from 1 onwards, but the department number is coming 10, 20, 30 like that. So in that situation, what we have to do, you have to write down at least 10. Okay, right. For example, I want to write down whatever. So you have to write down at least 10, 11, 12, because our number is 10, 20, 30, right? So we have written only strings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I want to write down 8, so now it will choose my department number. Whenever it is 10, it will take the 10th string. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it will display DF, DSF. If you want to display for a department number 20, you have to write down the 20 strings over here. Okay, click OK. Preview it. See, for department number 10, it is taking DF, DSF, right? So the choose function will choose the value in order based on the number. For example, if it is coming 9, so what is the 9th string? It will take this one in the order. Okay, so the choose function will do like this way. Okay, right. So now come to aggregated functions. So aggregated functions, you know, right? So what is count, what is average, what is the first, last, max, minimum, all these functions we are using in our SQL Server. We have one more function, that is running value function. So what exactly this running value function will do? For example, the salaries I have 100, 200 and 150, 400, like this way. The running value, what it will do? First it will print 100 and it will add this 100 plus 200, 300, and this 300 plus 150, 450, and this 450 plus 400, 950. So it will display the running value. Okay, so you have to write down like this way: running value of, and which column you want to do the sum of? Salary column, comma, what kind of aggregation you want to do? Sum of, right? We'll see first that function syntax. So you have to write down on which column you want to do this aggregation and what kind of aggregation. Sum of, comma, in which level you want to do? I want to do this on this data set level. So you have to write down what is the data set? Data set 1. Okay, right, click OK. You just preview this one. See over here, this is 1 and this 1 plus 1600, 1601, then 1601 plus 1250, it is 2851. Okay, so this is the running total function. Okay, the syntax for this one is running total of, and which column you want to add and what kind of aggregation you want to do, what is the scope, this entire data set level I want to do. Okay, right. So these are some of the financial functions. We don't use much these functions. And if you are coming to the conversion functions, already we have discussed. And if you are coming to the miscellaneous functions, so what is this lookup and what is the row number function? The row number function, for example, I want to give a serial number like row number. Okay, so you can take E is nothing. Sorry, nothing you can put. Okay, row number. I want to give a sequence number 1, 2, 3. For example, if your report having 5 rows, I want to display 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will take like this way. Okay, I want to give this row number. If you are keeping any column, it will give a row number based on that column value. I don't want to give anything. If you are giving nothing, it will take the sequence number. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 until 14. If you are giving this department number, what will happen? Instead of putting nothing, I want to give any of one column. For example, department number. See, the value expression for this text flow parameter that is not valid for the aggregate function. The scope parameter must be set as a string constant. This is equal to either a name of containing group or containing database. So it don't allow, right? So we have to give nothing rule. It will print the sequence numbers. Okay, and if you are coming to this lookup function, so what exactly lookup function will do? So in SSRS, one thing here is whenever you are going to use a data set for a table, for example, this report item, I have a tablix report item, and this tablix report item you can use only one data set at a time. If you want to use two data sets, for example, this is department number. Instead of department number, if I want to take a department name, I have one more data set. Select star from DEPT department, right? So the location is in the department data set 2, and the data set 1 already I have used here, but I want to display this location for each employee over here. How can we do? You can't assign two data sets at a time in any of the report item. So in that situation, what I want to do, I want to do a lookup function of this data set department number equal to this data set department number. So how can we write down? Just go over here, and the function name is lookup function. So what is the syntax for this lookup? On which columns you are going to map? Both are, for example, from the first data set, that is department number, comma, and from the second data set, what is the that is also department number only. Just copy this one. Okay, that is lookup function, right? Okay, so which column you want to take from the second data set, right? So the second data set is, I want to take the column from the second data set is location column, right? So just comma, sorry, right? From which data set you want to take? Data set 2. So the condition is this department number from data set 1 and this department number from data set 2. These are the common columns, join columns. And which column you want to take from the data set 2? That is location column. From which data set you want to take this one? Data set 2. Okay, so this is the syntax for the lookup. Click OK. Preview it. See, the location name is coming over here. In interviews, they will ask a question: is it possible to use two data sets for a single report item? Yes, it's possible through lookup function only. Okay, and I want to write down one more expression. For this, I want to display alternative colors. Okay, I want to display alternative colors for each row wise. First row I want to display one color, and the second row I want to display another color. Again the third row I want to display the same color. Okay, so the expression, if you want to write down, so you have to write down like this way. For this row, the color expression you have to write down. Okay, background color. So instead of taking the color, static color, I want to write down an expression. What expression you want to write down? Equal IAF so row number nothing mod 2 right. So this is the expression, row number nothing mod of 2 equal to 0 means we are going to divide this number, whatever the number is coming over here, with 2. If it is even number, so it will give 0, otherwise it will give, it don't satisfy. So that situation I want to take, if it is satisfying, orange color, otherwise lime green. So this is the expression if you want to display alternate colors for a rows. Click OK. So this will come like this way, right? Alternative colors. Got it? So these are the some of the functions we have in SSRS.